Bogota. City of the Lost opens in 1997 during South Korea's financial collapse, an era marked by upheaval and desperation. Facing a bankrupt homeland, countless families scramble to salvage their futures, including one man named Koo Ki. His father, hearing rumors of opportunities in Colombia, stakes their fate on the word of an old army friend, Park Jung-soo, who supposedly made it big in Bogota. Eager to leave the chaos of Seoul behind, Koo Ki's father invests every bit of his savings, certain that a better life awaits them in South America. But once they arrive in Bogota, the family discovers it is no utopia, just another city brimming with hardship, and a place where cunning and survival instincts often matter more than wide-eyed hope. Jung-soo, famously called Jong-soo by some, reigns supreme in San Andresito, a bustling marketplace known for its back-alley business deals and contraband goods. He has the advantage of connections in customs thanks to his father-in-law, which transforms him into a vital go-between for Koreans wanting to smuggle products in from home. While publicly lauded as a straightforward merchant, Jong-soo oversees a flourishing underground pipeline. Crates of goods from South Korea travel discreetly through customs, winding up in San Andresito shops and stalls for sale at a tidy profit. Naturally, everyone in the Korean community respects him. A man with ties in customs is a powerful ally. Koo Ki's father, aiming to build a new life, approaches Jong-soo and asks for help. The older man is initially welcoming, offering small roles in smuggling jobs to keep Koo Ki busy. Eager for approval, Koo Ki sets out to prove his worth. His first attempt, however, is a disaster. While transporting goods over a checkpoint, he panics at the slightest sign of trouble, hitting the gas and ending in detention at Almacendion, the official customs warehouse. Jong-soo's bribes handle the release, but Koo Ki tastes the unsettling reality of smuggling. Bold driving and well-placed payoffs come standard. Despite the bumpy debut, Koo Ki soon grows adept at the covert routine. Partnered with folks like Miguel and Soo Young, he moves more and more trucks across checkpoints, but his personal circumstances hardly improve. Soo Young, quick-witted and restless, sees that Jong-soo intends to keep Koo Ki under his thumb forever. Talk of upward mobility, going from the ramshackle Zone 1 to the opulent Zone 6, serves more as a carrot dangled to ensure loyalty rather than a real promise. Not content, Soo Young hatches his own plan. He wants to import a fresh batch of goods, setting up his own enterprise beyond Jang-soo's rigid hierarchy. When Soo Young goes behind Jong-soo's back to bring in new products, he enlists Koo Ki for the transport. Jong-soo, suspicious of divided loyalties, tells Koo Ki to divert the same shipment to his warehouse instead. Realizing he's being tested, Koo Ki decides to fulfill Soo Young's request and plays a clever trick with stickers to mislabel crates, slipping away with the correct merchandise. Miguel, under orders to let him escape, doesn't interfere. By the time Jang-soo realizes the ruse, Soo Young and Koo Ki have successfully started a parallel business. United by shared ambition, Soo Young and Koo Ki expand quickly, tapping into the local thirst for goods from Korea. Soo Young and his university-trained pals run the numbers skillfully, persuading more merchants to join. Even local dealers like Alejandro, who once overlooked these newcomers, become alarmed by their swift rise. Soo Young recognizes that they still rely on Jong-soo's inside track at customs, so he arranges a compromise, carving Jang-soo in for a cut of the profits to safeguard the operation. The money rolls in, and Koo Ki moves his family from grimy Zone 1 to a mid-tier Zone 3, climbing one rung closer to the fabled wealthy enclaves. Friendship blossoms between Koo Ki and Soo Young. At a lively celebration, Soo Young shares his dream of building a proper shopping mall, presenting Koo Ki with an expensive watch, an invitation to collaborate on that vision. But trouble soon appears in the shape of a bribe from Alejandro to customs authorities, causing them to seize the Korean merchant's goods right before the crucial Christmas season. The move is designed to cripple the Koreans and bolster Alejandro's influence in San Andresito. Furious merchants blame Jiangsu for failing to prevent the seizures. In a tense gathering, Jae-young suggests grabbing fresh stock from Venezuela, a region so glutted with contraband that the profits could salvage their holiday sales. But the path to Venezuela is fraught with danger, policed by rebels, and no one wants to volunteer, except Kook Hee. He steps up, collecting cash from everyone, hoping to redeem the Korean merchant's precarious position. Yet on the night before Kook Hee sets off, chaos erupts at home. His father bursts in, wielding a gun, snatches the bag of cash, and runs off with an unidentified woman. Kook Hee chases them until a motorbike blocks his path, sending him crashing. The woman proceeds to shoot Kook Hee's father, snag the money, and flee with the biker. Devastated, Kook Hee later faces accusations from outraged merchants who have lost their final lifeline. The funeral for his father is a lonely affair, with only Jae-young and Soo-young stopping by. During an impromptu conversation, Jae-young reveals that Alejandro stashed all their seized goods in his warehouse. Driven by desperation, Kook Hee sneaks in at night, posing as one of Alejandro's men. The warehouse workers catch on to his false story, forcing him into a brawl. At the last minute, Miguel and other drivers arrive with trucks to help him reclaim the seized goods. The fiasco deepens the rift between the Colombian and Korean merchants. Alejandro physically attacks Jiangsu in an attempt to strong-arm a solution. Meanwhile, one of Alejandro's henchmen hunts Kook Hee across the market. During negotiations, Jiangsu throws Kook Hee under the bus, hoping to appease Alejandro, who demands half their profits as restitution. The meeting is interrupted when Kook Hee himself walks in, trailed by the hired killer, who promptly switches allegiance after Kook Hee doubles his pay. With zero hesitation, the assassin guns down Alejandro. He then holds a gun to Jiangsu's head as Kook Hee warns him that to reach Zone 6, survival is key. Alejandro's demise triggers a reshuffle of connections. Carlos, newly promoted in customs, and Jae-young help Kook Hee bribe the authorities and law enforcement, buying the favor needed to continue. 3 years pass, and Kook Hee solidifies his grip, traveling regularly between Korea and Bogota. He settles into a posh address in Zone 6, heads the Merchants Association, and sets his sights on legitimacy. He wants to build a shopping mall and shift from smuggling to lawful trade. The notion doesn't enthrall Jiangsu, Soo-young, or other prominent figures. Customs soon intensifies its crackdown on smuggling. One night, officials raid Korean warehouses, torching merchandise as a stern warning. Furious over the Anti-Smuggling Act, Koreans stage a protest, ignoring Kook Hee's pleas for calm. They riot, clashing with the police. Later, Kook Hee presents them with his plan for a shopping mall, urging them to transition to lawful commerce, but they refuse, loyal to the old ways of fast money and under-the-table deals. Tensions mount further when Kook Hee's car explodes, injuring him. Paranoia grips the merchants. Each wonders if another orchestrated the attack to remove Kook Hee from the scene. Sensing the hostility, Jae-young departs Bogota, and Soo-young quietly begins plotting an exit, believing Kook Hee might suspect him and act first. But the car bombing was Kook Hee's own brainchild. Convinced they'd attempt to kill him eventually, he staged an unsuccessful assassination attempt to sow fear among them. Released from the hospital, he methodically targets each rival. The acupuncture doctor, an unexpected ally, assassinates Soo-young with Kook Hee's approval. When Jae-sung drives them to bury the body, Jang-sung tries to seize the chance for betrayal, only to find Kook Hee has anticipated it and concealed a weapon at the ready. He kills Jang-sung too, ensuring no loose ends remain. Finally, Kook Hee dispatches Alejandro's eldest son, who presumably vowed vengeance for his father. With his old enemies dead, Kook Hee stands atop a cliff overlooking Bogota, calmly taking in the skyline that once represented ambition and danger, now fully under his grip. Word count: 1,341.